13, 14. So was it 15? Okay, so we just switched over from part 1 on the Urban Decay Vice palette, and we are sitting here with having already applied primers, and I've already done the highlight, which was framed, and I've done a blending color, which was flame, and we thought that was going to be like a melonish color, because that's how it looks. It's this color right here. Doesn't it look kind of like a melon color? And then in the crease we're doing this color, Bitter. So we're getting the Kathleen Lights look here. So you lay it down very slowly. If you go real fast, that's why you get a lot of fallout. But go ahead and let it fall out on your lid. Just let all that powder just seep into your skin real slowly. And now you can go ahead and start the kind of windshield wiper motions. And again, do your little circle backwards right there, right on the outer socket of your eye. And that's what gives you that darker color and gives you more depth. And then bring this in. Some people go a little further out right here because they're going to match it with a cat eye liner. And then you come up and blend into the color, that flame color that we had. And I'm going straight up and down under the brow, the front of the brow, and then I'm blending back and forth windshield wiper motions. And so now we've laid down the color for the crease. And we've laid down the blender color from the crease to the brow. And at this point, if whatever the color is that you may have used, you may like to go back under the brow, but we don't need to, and re-highlight, but we don't need to. We didn't get rid of any of our highlight. So some people would take this color right now, right under here, but because we have found that this is very pinky looking, which is going to make me look either like I have red eyes or, that's just such a surprise. Really such a surprise lately on colors. Okay, so the other color that we thought about doing was using this kind of antique green gold right here. And that one is right here where my finger is. And that would be good for the outer corner. So for that, I'm going to take my Sigma pencil brush E30. And you can see it's very pointed and it's very good for precision. So I'm going to, rather than swirl it around, y'all, when you swirl it around in a palette, you waste a lot of your product. It goes everywhere. So just put it in there. And sometimes people just lightly pat it. That doesn't get enough on it for me. I roll it like this. Like I just turn it and roll it. Do you see what I'm doing? And this is really powdery. This is not normal for Urban Decay, you guys. I feel like there's been a formula change. Anyway, but I am going to tap it off. And because it's a dark color, I'm going to tap it off twice. And so I'm going to start, always put your brush down where you want the most color, because let's face it, that's where most of it's going to end up. So always put it down right there on the outer lid. And I go back and forth once just to get the color laying down good. Actually, that was more than once. And then I'm going to kind of bring it in from the outer area, and people would call that an outer V, but this is such a diffused, gosh, this color is just not really coming through, guys. Alright, well, I'll just keep going back and forth on windshield wiper motions. Now I'm not coming up in the crease, that's not the point of this, and I'm going to really focus right here on this outer socket area right there, because that's where the bend in your eye happens. I will blend that back out. But don't come up any further, because that is your outer color. You don't want to blend it all in, or it'll just look like a big bunch of mud. So I'm going to roll this around in here again, tap it off, and tap it off some more. Put it down right where you want the most color. Swirl in once to get that color going in the crease. You know, I say once. I'm doing it 2 to 3 to 4 times. And then I am going to start, I'm rolling the brush to get some off the back side. And I kind of am going in this little V motion where you have it coming down here to the lash line and then going up in the crease. That's what the V is, by the way. And I am going to swirl backwards right here. I know it looks terrible to your eye, but I'm doing it ever so lightly. And then I'm going to blend that out again. And I'm going to come up just a hair. And I'm kind of turning my brush as I do this so that I'm getting all the powder off and blending it back in. Okay, so now we've got that done. Now I'm going to take, this is a Sigma short shader E20, And it's a really, 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 really short. And I use this instead of a liner. Some people use their pencil brush to go underneath their lower lash line. I like to use this. I like to use the short shader. And I just really stamp it in there really good. And I might just wet it. You can use Fix Plus. Dampen it a little bit. But definitely tap this off good, because this is where you're going to have a lot of fallout. And I come from the outer lower lash line and just come in. And this is such a thin shader that it works. It doubles as a liner. I am not having good transfer, you guys. There we go. And then with any left over, I come up to the upper lash line and just hit right at the base, because this is a dark color, you know, and it just will make your lashes look a little right at the very root base of the lashes. And some people come out and make this a cat eye and with powder, which you could do, but this color, I'll tell you, is not dark enough to do that. Okay, then we're coming under here again, and we're just using this short shader like a liner. Do you see how it made a line? Can you see it? Can you see? Okay, and then I'm going to use the leftover again just to get this just to smudge in between the lashes and kind of darken it up there. But again, this isn't a dark color. Now, what I can also do, and you're saying, Beth, this is green, what are you doing? I can come over here and use this like a brow powder. Whatever my lower lash color is, I often come back and use this. And you may say, well, Beth, that had some sparkle in it. Who cares? I like it. And look how it's just kind of backfilling my brow with what's left over. It's not too much, but just kind of makes them a little more pronounced. And yeah, it looks like a nice brow powder, but you're just using the leftovers of what you put on your lower lash line. Okay. And it's also very soft look for us older ladies. It's not so harsh looking. Okay, so now I am going to use this new Physicians Formula. This is the Shimmer Strips, Extreme Shimmer, Kohl Kajal, and Liquid Liner Trio. And it came in 3 colors, bronze, gold, and black. And I'm going to use the black. And I'm using the Kajal end. Look, I don't even have to pull down. That's how creamy this is. Because I'm holding this mirror, I'm proving to you, I'm not even pulling the skin down. This is kind of like a green, black, gold, though. It's not jet black, but I like it. Can you believe this is so creamy? It's going right on without me even holding that flap of skin down. Can you believe that? It's good stuff. And then on the other end is a liquid liner. So why not do a cat eye? Let's just do one. It's in there. Look. Now, I'm not as good with a true liquid liner as I am with a liner pen. So let's see how this goes. Here we go. And then we're going to come, I always come in right above where you younger ladies might. Just because of the hooded area that we get as we age. This area right there that kind of just everything disappears into. I didn't do as good a job as I wanted to. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going. And I'm going to come back to it. Fill it back in now. And it's better to go forward and pull back. Forward and pull back. Forward and pull back. In little short strokes. So if you don't get a perfectly, you know, perfect line, that's okay. And I am doing an actual wing liner now. I hadn't planned on doing this. Okay, I will tell you, because it's a decent little brush. But it's a little more wiggly than I'm used to. So I had to go a little liner to fix the boo-boo. So that's quite a line there. And I'm going to let that dry a second, and then we'll put on our mascara. Yesterday I tried the push-up mascara, and guys, I really liked it. But today, instead, I am going to try this water-resistant Lash Blast Fusion, and that's a CoverGirl waterproof. So let's finish our liner. Now try to get, even if you mess up, try to keep them even. If this goes into a third video, then I'm just really sorry, but you know. Okay, that's got so much loaded on it, I'm not going to do what I did before. I'm going to load here first. See how I'm coming back to where I just was in little short motions? That's better sometimes to get you a good clean line. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means different thing to different people. Again, let me see about where that is. Right there. So I did a quick swish. And do you see? This is what us older ladies got to deal with. Because of your hood, you see that lip? There's a little space. That's because there was a little wrinkle of skin trying to go to that. Now I've got to backfill it. Well, at least I know exactly where I'm going to be going, right? Because I have no choice but to fill that in now. That's so funny. So I'm going to have quite the little wing liner today. People be like, well, my goodness, Beth. By the way, that this has little flecks of gold in it too. So that's interesting. Actually, that turned out pretty good. Okay. So now we have our wing liner on. I look like a different person, don't I? Well, don't we all? That's what makeup does. Makes you look different. Okay, so normally I start with my right eye, so this is messing me up. This is the CoverGirl eyelash curler, and I really like this one a lot because it doesn't have that weird little ridge at the top that actually bends your lashes back the other way. I don't understand why that's on there on a lot of eyelash curlers. But again, I'm going to put this right on the base of my eye, and it will pop, naturally pop those lashes up. Okay, so we are coming into my little phone, my little camera's flashing again, so we're coming into I guess it's going to be part 3. So, sorry about that. But you know, it takes longer for me to do my makeup. Or maybe it's just because I have too much fun with it. No,